Please welcome Sharon Anderson and Valerie Patterson.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Valerie Patterson Nabananga. This is Sharon Anderson Nambajenba. We are both from Lajamanu, a very remote community south of Catherine. We are representing the Warlpiri Education and Training Trust, WET. We would like to acknowledge the Yolngu traditional owners of this place and thank the Garma Festival organizers for the opportunity to talk about our priorities and programs in the 4 Warlpiri communities, Lajamanu, Wilara, Nyirpi, and Yundamu. First, I am going to talk about our priorities for education. Then Sharon is going to talk about the Warlpiri Education and Training Trust. In the Warlpiri region, we have been trying to teach our children through bilingual education since 1974. Many Warlpiri have been trained as educators, and we have developed many resources. We want to continue to teach 2 ways program. To do this, everyone needs to support to understand bilingual education in a deep, meaningful way. We need local indigenous teaching staff, training and mentoring for the next generation of teachers. Good programs need skilled teacher linguists and teachers of English as a second language. We need Yapa Warlpiri leadership in our schools. We need real honest power sharing, and we need an ongoing commitment and enough resources. All these things are needed for good, strong schools. We believe that our children are happier learning first in their first language. They have more confidence in learning in themselves, and they learn more effectively. Many international and Australian reports show that it is important for children to learn in their first language. We have seen with our own eyes the benefits of teaching young children to speak, sing, read, and write in their mother tongue. Then we can do the same in English. Our children can learn strong Warlpiri and strong English. That is why we need strong programs and expert teachers, both Warlpiri teachers and teachers of English as a second language. We know that language programs are an important way to connect families and schools for building partnerships. We know that schools are important places for children to learn their first and second language and culture. First language doesn't get in the way. It helps to make their education strong. And schools are important places for keeping our languages strong. Warlpiri language as a future. It is important for building the future leaders of our communities. It is important for pathways to jobs, like managing our lands and using our cultural heritage in tourism and arts. When children learn their language at school, in strong programs, we see better attendance. We want better attendance, but not just attendance. We want our kids to come to school for strong learning. We believe that Indigenous people, we have the rights to make decisions about our children's education. We have the right under Section 14 of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. Lance Turner from Nyirpi asked us to pass on this message to the Standing Committee inquiry in 2011. He said, "Make sure you tell them to be equal with us because we are equal to them. The government wants us to learn Karia, non-Aboriginal way, but they don't learn Yapa way. Two-way learning is about respect. We respect English. They have to respect our language. They say two-way, but they don't learn. We all need to learn two-way, Karya and Yapa, because we are both equal. Thank you very much for listening.
My name is Sharon. I'm from Lajamanu. Now, I will talk about the wet and tell you a story that the painting explains. We have been showing a commitment to education for a very long time. In 2001, we started to form the Warlpiri Education Training Trust to invest a share of our royalties in education and training programs. For this, we have worked hard for good community consultation and governance. We work with reference groups and organizations. We have developed and support 5 programs in the 4 communities. These are the Early Childhood Program, Language and Culture in School, Youth Diversion and Development and Medias, Secondary Support Program, and Community Learning Centers. For the last 8 years, WET has paid $1.5 million a year to these programs. With WET, we are giving solutions. In our childhood reference group, for example, we form a strong partnership with World Vision. A recent evaluation report said that this program is the only regional strategy for early childhood in the Northern Territory. Our language and culture in school program supports country visits, elders, resource production. For the youth program, we have partnered to support the Warlpiri Youth Development Aboriginal Corporation. In the secondary program, we fund an interstate trip for all 4 community schools each year, and also support for Warlpiri students at boarding schools. We have set up learning centers in all 4 communities and have partnered with Petula College to run them. There are many more parts to this story, but that time we have been short. But I just want to say, I read an article by Martin Nakata, an Indigenous professor. He says you can't change Aboriginal children to be like non-Aboriginal children. One size doesn't fit all. Thank you for listening.